If you pack a highway with cars until there is absolutely no physical space left between them, the traffic doesn't move faster, it stops entirely. This chart shows Kingman's law. As any system approaches 100% capacity, even tiny delays cause waiting times to spike exponentially. If applied to a corporate team, the reality is identical. Demanding employees remain 100% busy builds a corporate traffic jam. Operating a team with zero slack means there is no room to absorb the unexpected. A single bug, a sick day, or a slight miscommunication cascades through the entire schedule, pushing every subsequent task further and further back. Trying to maximize how busy each individual person is directly destroys the team's collective ability to finish their work on time. While those projects are stuck in the resulting gridlock, something else happens. The unreleased work begins to rot. Think of unreleased code or half-finished projects like perishable food sitting in a warm kitchen. In software development and knowledge work, this phenomenon is known as backlog rot. It's the process where incomplete tasks experience a natural decay in market value the longer they sit around waiting to be finished. This decay happens because the world outside the company continues to move. Competitors release new features, underlying technology updates, and customer demands shift, rendering the stalled project increasingly irrelevant. A business must deliver its new ideas to the market faster than the customer's preferences change. If it takes you longer to build something than the market is willing to wait, your process doesn't matter. Slow delivery turns active effort into wasted capital. By the time a severely delayed project finally ships, the problem it was designed to solve often no longer exists. Fixing these delays require mechanical solutions that actively reduce the total amount of work a team attempts to do at the exact same time. When a team is unsure what to build, or when they know the customer's needs will evolve during development, they use Scrum. Scrum is a work management method that breaks projects into short, fixed timeframes to allow for frequent planning and course correction. The frequent meetings required by Scrum function as an insurance policy. By constantly pausing to check their trajectory, the team avoids spending months building a product the market no longer wants. Conversely, when a team processes a steady, continuous stream of tasks that often pile up or get stuck, they use Kanban. Kanban is a visual workflow management method designed to smooth out bottlenecks by restricting how many items are active at once. This diagram shows Kanban's primary mechanism, strict work in progress, or WIP, limits. By capping the number of active tasks, the system forces the team to finish their current assignments before they are allowed to pull in anything new. Choosing between these two methods is a strategic decision dictated by the specific type of work. You apply Scrum to cure uncertainty, and you apply Kanban to clear traffic jams. Some teams attempt to capture the benefits of both systems using Scrumban. Scrumban is a hybrid framework that maintains a continuous internal workflow while scheduling regular external review meetings to keep stakeholders aligned. But any workflow system immediately breaks down when executives inject urgent, unplanned requests into the middle of the cycle. Dropping a new priority into an already full system forces the team to abandon their current focus. This abrupt context shift instantly freezes progress on the work they originally planned to complete. Constant interruptions create a growing pile of unfinished projects. The team loses their concentration. They become exhausted from juggling competing demands, and their morale drops as they struggle to finish anything at all. When organizations fail to protect their teams from these disruptions, but still go through the motions of holding daily meetings, they engage in Agile Theater. Agile Theater is the practice of superficially adopting workflow rituals without actually improving the delivery of value or adapting to change. Leaders often reinforce this behavior by tracking visible actions, like meeting attendance or specific reports. When performance is measured by compliance rather than actual results, teams learn to follow orders and hide problems just to look busy. Putting on a show of productivity without making deep structural changes simply masks the underlying backlog rot. It guarantees the organization will eventually fail to deliver on its goals, regardless of how active everyone appears to be. This creates a persistent conflict between the people doing the work and people managing the business. Development teams require flexible workflows to navigate unknown variables, while management demands fixed deadlines to plan their budgets. Assigning a single strict completion date to a complex project is inherently an inaccurate guess. Because complex work is full of unknown factors, predicting an exact finish date with total certainty is statistically impossible. When those guess dates inevitably pass without a finished product, teams rush to catch up. They hide defects to save time, and the trust between departments rapidly deteriorates. This chart shows a more realistic method, using past performance data to generate probabilistic confidence levels instead of static dates. Rather than promising a single day, teams provide a range of targets, indicating, for example, that there is an 85% chance of finishing by June 15th. Providing an 85% confidence level requires everyone to acknowledge that there is still a 15% chance the target will be missed. This shifts the conversation away from demanding impossible certainty and toward actively managing real-world risk. By embracing probability over empty promises, leadership gains a clear, honest picture of the timeline. They can make realistic decisions about resource allocation and prepare backup plans, rather than being continuously blindsided by delays. To bridge the gap between makers and executives, these workflow systems have to be translated into standard business realities. That means dropping internal jargon like sprints or story points. Teams need to demonstrate how their activities directly influence the metrics that leaders track, like increasing market share, improving customer satisfaction, and generating profit. When everyone speaks the same language, the physical reality of the work becomes clear. The objective is never to do more tasks at the same time. To survive these rapidly changing markets, organizations must ruthlessly prioritize their objectives and permanently limit their active workload. By actively cutting down the amount of work in progress, teams move faster. Fiercely protecting their focus is the only way to ensure valuable ideas survive the journey from a concept to a completed product before the market moves on.